How's it going, everybody? I'm Marty, and today we're going to continue our gameplay playthrough of Danganronpa. So last time we played, we figured out what was an alter ego had, and all the information that he had to share with us. We figured out that the whole mastermind was the headmaster of the school, and there was a great tragedy from a year ago that kicked off everything to lead up to this point. And it was the administration that, brought it up in the first place, and who made it all possible was the headmaster. So now we're gonna figure out, hopefully we'll figure out what the great tragedy was and why the headmaster did what he did. I should just fast travel. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. What are you staring at? Oh, Toko.
What's your problem?
Will you think your eyes will rot by looking at me? Fine,
the
then
heck?
don't look at me. I think he's just surprised to see you at breakfast meeting is all. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us. Yeah, what made you change your mind? Bianca said he likes a girl to have some meat on her bones, so I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down into my stomach. I'm gonna eat till I drop.
Okay.
I refuse to lose.
Hina.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
You know?
Oh, she said she'd come by later. Later?
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said she wanted you to show some backbone, but you didn't need to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto, dirty. President of Dirty Dirtlandia. You don't understand.
Just the worst.
You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? I'm telling you, it's not like that.
What
Just
the heck?
shut up already, Hina. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning.
Huh?
Filthy? Me? Don't make me repeat myself.
Huh?
I'm not filthy. It's no use in denying it. We can all see how disgusting you are.
Huh?
Shut up. You and your lusty body of yours. Night after night, you go out in your illicit club meetings.
Oh!
Hey, knock it off. I can deal with dirty stuff like that. I can't deal with dirty stuff. Your midnights, extracurricular activities only put us in even more danger.
Please.
Oh, stop it. You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Your sweaty hands gripping the big fat chalk tight. Gone all over that extra credit. Your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. And it's an amazing and decent idea are coming to me one after another.
Bastard!
So would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? Sorry.
Hey, come on.
Alright, let's leave Toko alone. She's gone a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? Yeah, I know. I mean, of course I want things to get better as soon as possible. But with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Before anything, I need to talk to Sakura about it. Cheer up, man. It's no big deal if a girl doesn't like you. It's better than having one sue ya like I did. Jeez, hero, you've lived a pretty brutal life. Well, we're probably not gonna be able to talk to her. Sakura? What is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you.
Ah!
And now that Kyoko's dumping him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart. Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they've got the right equipment.
Just the worst.
Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beastopia. Why is this happening to me?
Well,
Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days.
Huh?
Are you sick? Did you get hurt? No, nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains. Is that... It must be because of that battle. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff.
Hey.
You guys like worship protein. It's like your god or something.
Okay.
Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till tomorrow. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it.
I'm sorry.
Sorry.
You know?
Well, for now, let's see. I'm kind of nervous.
Huh?
How come?
What's your
'Cause
problem?
I don't usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I'd eat by myself.
What the heck?
What about your family? Oh, well, yeah, I used to live with my dad, my mom, and my mom.
Huh?
You had two moms? What? That's just how things were. That's like a serious issue. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours? Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. Well, I have to wait till tomorrow to confront Sakura about what I saw. But in a way, I'm kind of relieved. It takes a lot of courage to stand face to face with Sakura and accuse her of something. Okay, so I skipped a lot of frames. Whoa, why? Oh my god. Lower your encoder settings. Ensure that you don't have any. What is going on? Why? Shame is experiencing issues. Okay, I think I fixed it. I don't know. I was skipping a lot of frames, so hopefully it's fixed now. No. Oh, why? I mean, it's less than last time, but I'm still skipping frames. Okay, well, everything looks okay. Jeez. Okay, so, well, I don't know how much y'all missed, but, so basically, all it is just, I can't talk to Sakura right now because she's tired. And they're thinking it's because of the fight that she had, well, that we thought that she saw that we had. So, and, pretty much it. So right now I just have free time. Kyoko doesn't like us right now at all. So I just have some free time right now, so I don't know. I guess so. Maybe I'm on the 4th floor. Okay. I'll just talk to him just to pass the day.
Yo!
Do you need something, Makoto? It better not be my life. Don't kill me.
Help me!
Afterlife, protect me, Makoto. Can kill someone if you must, but don't kill me. Should I spend time with Hiro while he's acting like this? Sure.
Well?
Well then, why don't we have a heated discussion about cosmogony? I don't know what that is. I learned all about Hiro's theories of the origin of the universe. Hiro and I grew a little closer today. Cool, would you like to... do I have anything to give him? That's another thing I could do. I could go to the store. Are you sure you don't want to give him something? Yeah, I'm sure. Do I still got time? Go. Where? I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. Should I go somewhere? I should go somewhere. Oh, where is the? Wow. Is the store in here? I think so, yeah. There it is. I got a lot of coins, so might as well spend them on something. Would you like to try your hand against the almighty mono machine? Yep. Alright, let's give it a shot. Wait, start off small, then go bigger every time. bow tie. Another ring. Oh, we got yep, another one. Sweet. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. There we go. Don't know what it is, but I mean, I don't know if I should be all worried about this, even though it's like late in the game, but might as well. Oh, got another one. Sweet. There we go. Go. Well, can't give that to Celeste no more. She's dead. Oh, got another one. Sweet. This is all I got left. And it might be a replica or a duplicate. And it was. A 3% chance of being a duplicate, and it was. Hooray! So, I just got in here and nothing much really happened. Kyoko's still mad at me. She doesn't even want to be in the same room. What else? Sakura, yeah, I was gonna talk to her today during the free time about what we saw about her fighting Monokuma, but apparently she was too tired. After that, I just came here and spent all the money I had. I had like 280, I think. So I just spent it all, because you know I don't spend it on anything else, so might as well. I just unlocked a lot of stuff I'm probably not gonna be able to use. What is this? always hate the smell. I got 2 glasses now. You better speak with target of your spell. Most people consider it a throwaway watch due to its poor quality. Still, it enjoys massive popularity thanks to its low price. Oh wait, can I just... Nope, that's just gonna be annoying. Limited edition shirt featuring legendary punk rocker Jimmy Decay. Only 100 were ever made. Nice. I know who would give that to. DVD contained footage of reacting to various pieces of art. People, huh? Okay. A tumbleweed. Did I get 2 of these? Yeah, I did. Dried out plants seen in many Western films. They'll pile up around your yard. Just toss them off a cliff or something. Let's see. Moon rock. Bro, taken from the sea, tranquility in the moon by the astronauts on Apollo 11. Its composition is apparently unusual for where it was found. A little known book about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that teaches high-level shoulder lock techniques. Applied it as a nose, scapula, or shoulder blade. Kokeshi. The switch on the bottom set the doll shaking. Apparently it's a kid toy, but I don't really get the point of it. Unique type of flute. You pour in water and bass and blow the top, which can create varied sounds similar to the chirping bird. Just sure, we'll go with that. Usually belong to a detective whose body of a child but the mind of a genius. The bow tie lets its speaker usually speak in a variety of voices. Okay. So basically, I just went through the whole day. I don't think I'm done with the day. I'm not. I don't know who to talk to. Because I can't talk to Kyoko because she hates me right now. I can't talk to Sakura. She's tired right now. I don't know where everybody is, though. Where is everybody? On the main floor. Okay, that makes sense. What is she? Like a novelist or something? Yeah, I got that one pin thing that I could use. Maybe I can get like a thing. Oh no. Okay. What's up? You wanna go murder spree? You wanna go on a murder spree with me? Is it a really good idea? Let's hang out with Genocide Jack. Sure. Let's see what happens.
What?
Want me to kill you or something?
Totally not adorable.
You're not even close to getting me heated up. The time I spent with Murderous Fiend was almost valuable. Did I just get a little closer to Genocide Jack? What would she like though? Dude, I don't know. Pretty hungry guy. That just threw everything out. No. Despair. What is this? Proof that you cleared chapter 1. Oh, well, okay. Oh, this is all just different chapter presents. Okay, so I can't really give them to anybody then? Ah, whatever. Sure you don't want to give her something? Yeah, I'm sure. That was a waste of time.
Attention! Attention! Please gather in the gym as soon as you possibly can.
Well, that's different.
Quickly, 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 quickly!
Let's see what we're doing. Oh, and you sounded pretty serious about it too. Okay, so Jim's right here. Maybe?
Huh.
You're the last one. Everyone else is already inside. Aren't you going in?
However,
I have a bad feeling about this. Yeah, me too. More than just a feeling, probably Monokuma did call us all together after all. Sakura,
well then.
Makoto, if something happens to me, Hina. Oh,
I'm sorry.
No, never mind.
So then.
Would you ever believe in someone who doesn't believe in themselves? Well, now we're not gonna figure out why that all. That's great. Sakura can't die. Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we're all gathered at the gym, it began. Oh, this is like a cutscene. Hey there, fat bear.
Well?
Okay, let's get this show on the road. We're about to. Oh, you're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right? Probably.
Huh?
We have to go through with this again? No, not again. I can't take it anymore.
I see.
I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. That's not it at all. We're not here to talk about motive.
Today,
The reason I
I'm
gathered
feeling
you all
black.
here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your grudge.
Why?
We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? Eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. I'm dropping frames. No. Stop. Stop dropping frames. Tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone on one of you might be working as a spy for me, right?
Come on.
Yeah, so what about it?
In other words,
Well, today I'd like to tell you about that spy. What?
Hey,
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami. Great. Well, guess what we saw was correct. He said it so openly, it made it sound like it wasn't a big deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret.
What?
What did you just say? Am I dropping frames again? No, okay, so what's going on? Okay. He said the spy is Sakura.
what is this?
What are you talking about?
You're a liar.
I am dropping frames. Stop dropping frames. Why am I dropping frames this today? Like, this is it. Internet connection changing. Internet server. Right, Sakura? Well, looks like the fight that we saw was right.
Huh?
Sakura? It might just make Sakura fulfill the promise she made sometime soon. And if she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
thrills, chills,
Roaster, boiler,
kills!
killer, don't kill her, whatever.
I can't wait! I
Either
can't
way,
wait!
I can't wait. And just like that, he was gone. Finally understood what he had been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
Huh? What the heck?
So what does this mean?
What?
Is it true? Has Ogre really been spying on us for the mastermind?
What are you saying?
What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said, right?
Wrong. You're wrong.
Well, he's wrong. There's just no way.
Hey,
Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us.
I'm sorry.
Sorry I didn't tell you earlier.
Huh?
What?
Oh
Then he was
no!
being serious for serious? Ogre's been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Stop dropping frames! Why am I dropping frames? Is it look... I drop frames for like a little bit. You've been lying to us all this time?
Huh?
It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled. That's gotta be something, gotta be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was just forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice to do what she was told. You're talking like you know that for a fact. Because I do know it for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting. And that's where I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage for a second ago, right? And during their fight, I heard Sakura say she decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw all that. The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? In the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind.
What?
Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend we can trust without a question. Is that it? No. Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale?
Not possible.
She was She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that.
Impossible.
He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff. She's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants.
What are you saying?
Sakura would never do that. Okay then, Sakura, if you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well,
I'm sorry.
sorry, I can't even I can't do that. I don't know that.
What?
You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious.
Please!
She's telling the truth. We have to believe her.
Don't make me repeat myself.
Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her.
Come on.
Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? Probably kill one of us? I was told to kill one of my friends, you know? It's only felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words.
I see.
I see, so even now, you've taken aim on our lives.
Wrong! You're wrong!
You're wrong, I'm telling you. Sakura would never do that.
What the
You
heck?
don't have to yell, we can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice?
That's terrible!
It's because you're not listening to me.
Wait.
Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What?
I'm
going to challenge them, even if it means we both go down. I will defeat them.
sorry.
This is how I intend to take responsibility.
Huh?
Hold on, what do you mean you have to if you both go down?
Hina.
Hina, I'm sorry I didn't tell you all about this.
Huh?
What?
I'm sorry.
I don't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well,
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of them. Of me.
But...
Sakura.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
No way!
Hold on, this whole thing with Sakura is
Don't make me repeat myself.
over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
That's terrible!
No, Sakura is not our enemy.
Why?
Why doesn't anyone understand her?
What?
What is it you think you understand? You don't even know who she really was. Yeah,
What is this?
that's true.
calm down.
Let her go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Why?
But
Anyway,
go to your room, cool down, and we continue this discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The moon at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood. We were honestly glad the day was over. Sakura is the spy. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy, she's my friend, without a doubt. But what can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues. Even a soccer player touring Europe. Even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, as things they'd like to go back and change. Has things.
But I don't, 'cause I'm a bear!
I mean, that's fair, yeah. Oh my god, dude.
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry up and get to the dining hall. What? So I can't travel with me? Come on. I mean, I know it's down the hall, but even still. She ain't gonna talk to me. Makoto, are you okay? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. Toko? Byakuya? What are you doing here?
What the heck?
They're taking refuge here. Refuge?
Such ignorance.
Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the mastermind's tool. The masterminds? What are you talking? Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed the only one that wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat. Threat?
What is this?
Why? Why do you hate her so much?
Naturally.
Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. Unfair? Stop dropping frames. Why am I dropping so much frames? Okay. The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the mastermind upsets that balance.
What the heck?
That's a stupid reason.
What did you say?
Stupid? This is a life or death game, is it not?
That's terrible.
It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot.
Hey,
Before you go too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us?
What the heck?
They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, eye for an eye.
however,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. Revealing that fact was also meant to serve as the next motive the mastermind wanted to give us. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap of the mastermind. The mastermind laid for us. Knowing that, will you still stand here and argue like children?
But
That's not what I'm trying to do. It's just, I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can beat the mastermind like she said, that'd go a long way in my mind.
what are you saying?
Idiot, you'd really ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens to her? It wouldn't
Interesting.
matter.
Huh?
What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. Hold on, Byakuya. What is making me drop so many frames, dude? It's like every once in a while my frames just drop and drop and drop and drop and drop and drop. I don't know if y'all can see that. In fact, if she did die, that would settle the entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Ooh.
What the hell?
You disgust me. You're a monster. To say something like that, it should have been you. You should have been the one to die.
What?
Ooh, I should have died. Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead, try it if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
What is this?
You think I can't do it? Hina, calm down.
That's right.
This is exactly what the mastermind wants, and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow. How dare she? She should have died 1,000 deaths. No, 1,000,000. So she was just another hysterical little girl. Hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call having feelings, Byakuya. And all you can do is mock them for it? What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come back and bite you hard.
I don't have time to play with you.
And I will happily elude its attempts. So, you know... But we, eat? Maybe now's not a good time.
You know?
Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our rooms one by one. So what should I do today? Let's see. Nobody's here. Nobody here. Okay. Let's go talk to some. Shin Kenro? Is that what that was? Yep. If I can, I want to give her that one book that I got.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure I'm ready to open up just yet. Maybe if you create the right opportunity. Should I hang out with Sure.
I see.
Even if I don't feel like talking, you still stand by me? Still don't understand you, Makoto. Without saying a word, I stood by Sakura. Sakura and I grew a little closer today. Yeah, I got that book that I could give her. If I can find it. Yep. You really want to give me something so splendid? Yep. You know, I'm not quite sure why, but somehow you remind me of him.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, forget I said it. I said that. I'm just talking to myself. Anyway, I feel a little better now. Thank you. Seeing Sakura so pleased with something I gave her makes me happy. I don't know if that's worth anything, but you know, it's great. What's like every other minute. Like, what the? I have plenty of time. I don't feel like just sitting here. I should go somewhere. Should I go talk to Kyoko? Sure. Probably a bad idea, but sure. Why not? Go away. She won't even look at me. I guess she doesn't even want to see my face. Dragon. Nothing. Okay. Fine. I guess Hina? I'm already here. I don't know why I did that. At least it was cool. Cause I got that swimsuit thingy. Hello.
Sorry.
Listen, I'm really sorry, but I kind of want to be alone right now. I got a lot of things to think about. Then I don't know. I don't want to talk to that douche. I mean, that's pretty much everybody. Cause Toko's, I mean, not to, yeah, no. Yeah, Toko's outside. Yeah. I mean, I could talk to that'd just be a waste of time. Where's Hero? I mean, I guess I could talk to Byakuya. Maybe I can get something. Sakura and Hina. Following some action. Things are starting to become interesting.
What do you want?
Oh, I didn't see you standing there. Do you need something? Sure, why not?
That's fine.
Fine. I don't mind allowing you to indulge my attention. I hope you appreciate this. I spent some time with Byakuya. Byakuya and I grew a little closer today. I mean, I guess, I don't know, glasses or something? I don't know. Oh, he likes books. Do we got a book? Do I get a good book? No, you'll be mad. No. He likes reading books, not. You want a fax machine? I used to be a full-length novel based on what the world would look like if all of someone's dreams came true. You want a typewriter? Sure, you want a typewriter? Guess he likes it. If you insist, I suppose I can accept. Does that mean he liked it? Guess so. I have a question for you. You do?
That's right.
Something's been bothering me for a while now, and I can't take it anymore. So, to answer my question, I need you to explain to me what exactly your ultimate lucky student title means. It means nothing. Absolutely nothing. I'm not lucky at all. Remember what happened to Sayaka? Yeah, I'm not lucky at all. I don't totally get it myself, but what I do know is that I was picked at random from a pool of normal students.
So in other words...
So you just got into Hope's Peak by blind luck. Yeah? I see. Well, that answers my question. What was the question? How a commoner like you with absolutely no unique talents or abilities could get into this high school. Oh, this school. Oh, I forgot to mention boring. How a boring, untalented, utterly generic commoner got in. Thanks, dude. Boring, generic. Do you really have to list all of that?
Naturally.
But it's the truth. If you compare to you, the ultimate affluent progeny and all. But even I. You seem to think it's merely an issue of title, but make no mistake. My lineage, intelligence, figure, athletic ability, they are all the ultimate.
In other words...
Which is to say, I am the ultimate perfection. Feel free to begin calling me that, in fact. He's really taking this to the extreme. You who have nothing, I who have everything. We are living proof that all men are not created equal. Fair. You have my pity, Makoto. Life can be very cruel indeed. And because I pitied you so much, perhaps someday I'll allow you to hear my tale of glory. Consider it a blessing, a gift from me to you, to allow you to bask in my glory. Having finished his mean-spirited lecture, Byakuya left me standing there in silence. I learned one thing about Byakuya today. Anytime I talk to him, I need to be prepared to extreme psychological trauma. Yup. Oh, do I get anything from him? Hopefully. Byakuya's report has been updated based on your experience with him. You've just unlocked the skill Cool and Compose. Give yourself a pat on the back, you've earned it. Sweet. I got a skill. Probably won't be able to use it though, because I am full. Did my best to keep my spirit from shattering like glass, and went back to my room. It's 10 o'clock.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone is in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Oh, dude. Something's probably gonna happen tonight then. After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I could become a crab instead. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back. Okay then, how about make you extra special? You can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards, I want to go forward. I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line, then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard of the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it, but so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society. Sure, monkey still shows up in the movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world, but the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose the always popular bear image.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
What?
Good It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine. Get ready to greet another beautiful day.
I need to do something about Sakura. I'd better go to the dining hall and talk to the others about it one more time. Assuming I can. Nope. Okay. Uh-oh. Something did happen. Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Run. Koto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look. Hiro's fingers shook as he's pointing.
Hina! Are you okay? What happened?
She killed her.
What?
Genocide Jill killed Hina!
You've gotta be kidding!
No. She's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead. Why? What happened? Well, Togo and Hina just all of a sudden, they were yelling and then they knocked the pepper off the table. And then led to a sneeze. And that led to
SOB!
her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? Might be flat, but at least mine are real. And look at my shapely collarbone. Didn't it just totally set you on fire?
Totally not adorable.
Anyway, totally non-adorable boys just got here. Got her out of my sight, okay? Or else.
My beautiful
I'll
scissors!
start cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Okay then, let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Come on, Hiro, help me. Sure thing. Okay. Genocide Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injuries in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it really was just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, we'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know? Yeah, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes me sound even more hostile. Suck to evil first. But man, I couldn't believe it. I was positive I was about to see someone's life come to an end. If I ever saw something like that, I'd never be able to sleep again, which would suck. I love sleep. Yeah, never mind the person who actually died, right? Hey Hina, what the heck happened? Oh, we just got into a fight and I lost my temper and flew off the table. Flew off the handle. Why did I say table? Let me guess, the fight was about because of Sakura?
But...
At first I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have the time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just...
What the heck?
Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like 12 times.
For serious?
12 punches isn't really without thinking. And when things got out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right?
Sorry.
It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend, you know? Before I knew it, Hina's eyes started swelling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door in the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was gonna fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us.
Hina,
Uh-oh. Sakura. You're hurt. What happened?
Huh?
No, it's not. Oh, nothing. It's not a big deal.
Hey!
Makoto Hero, what's the meaning of this? Oh, it wasn't me. It was Genocide Jill. It's all that demented, murderous fiend's fault.
Oh,
Oh,
damn.
to hurt Hina, damn you. To leave me alone, but hurt her. What is this?
How dare you!
What is this? Oh. I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
No forgiveness!
Well, unforgivable.
I can't forgive this!
Hero, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. Well, we couldn't even do that if we tried.
What?
I don't hate you exactly.
I can't forgive this!
Why? Somebody save me. Hiro nearly tipped over himself as he ran screaming out the nurse's office. But just a second later, what's going on?
Hey,
What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room.
it would seem...
I got that something happened. Yeah, good eye, detective. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura.
Wait.
You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything. I'm drawing a line right here and now. Drawing a line?
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Wait, Sakura. Dude, she's going after the bear. Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office to chase after Sakura. The only ones left were me and Kyoko. Awkward. Kyoko? Are you still mad? Why don't you just tell her that's what you saw and you can't really say nothing because you didn't know if it was real because you were pretty blurry, I guess is the word? Because you just came unconscious? Yeah, I figured.
That's fine.
It's fine.
Whew.
About that issue we discussed earlier, it doesn't matter anymore. Then do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her to be sure of what you saw. That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? Yeah. To think like that.
I wouldn't have expected such
I wouldn't have
arrogance from you.
Well, thanks. What?
Because
Because ultimately that means you didn't trust me. No, that's not it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind. I'm sorry.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. Besides,
And I...
I may have overreacted. Maybe.
Anyway,
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay. Thank you. Should I talk to her again, or should I? I don't know what to do. Am I cutting into my time? Oh, it doesn't say free time. I'm gonna do it again.
whew,
There she was, because want to talk about something else. Hey, I did the right thing. What is it you want to talk to me about?
indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there. Where?
So,
Just come with me and you'll find out. I guess, but
shall we go?
well then, shall we get going? With their typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away, setting a brisk pace. Kyoko hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence. And in silence, I chased her. And eventually we arrived. Where's this? Are we talking alter ego dressing room? So there's something else you mentioned?
Indeed.
That's right. It has to do with alter ego. But you said we didn't need alter ego anymore.
Wrong.
I didn't say we didn't need him. I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us.
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring others to come see him. Apparently, he has something he wants to ask us. Alter ego wants to ask us something. Hello. So it's just the two of you, Kyoko and Makoto? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is 2 not enough?
Thank you.
No, it's okay. 2 should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask us?
Indeed.
Let's find out, shall we? Kyoko typed in the question. What do you want to ask us?
So,
Oh yeah, so I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network. Where?
What?
Oh, maybe he found a place that he can connect to. What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, why?
you see,
Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I've finished my work,
but
I don't want that.
I want to be able to help.
I want to keep being helpful to everyone. I want to work as hard as everybody else so that we can all get out of here.
That's right.
That's why that master would want to. What master would want to. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of the school,
That's right.
the only way I can help is if you connect me to the school's network. But if you did that, that's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and they'd... You agree, right, Kyoko? She's gonna let him do it.
So,
I realize how dangerous it would be. But still, I have to do this.
but
I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but
still,
when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay.
I'm gonna
If
do
it's for the
my
sake
best.
of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile.
Hey,
You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what's the difference is between a person and a program, right? Yeah.
certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea what how to answer that question. I think maybe that's the question even the programmer's creators can't answer. But I can say this.
Correct.
There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. Kyoko. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore. Because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it. But
Makoto.
let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network. But we're
Hey.
gonna die. He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
Now,
If you were in his place, would you sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend.
So,
Here, are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't.
I want to believe in myself.
I want to believe in myself. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this.
Leave it to me.
So please, let me try.
listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice. One place. That is the back of the restroom.
That's right.
Yeah. Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera? A room without surveillance camera. Oh, the secret room. Where's the music now? The secret room. That's it, the secret room you told me about. I definitely remember there was no surveillance camera in there.
Indeed.
And I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing the Ethernet port on the wall.
However,
Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the mastermind isn't monitoring the network somehow. We'll also have to move Alter Ego, and the mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up any of this, then it's all over. You're right.
that's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try.
Correct.
Because that's our best chance in finding any new clues. Kyoko. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? So let me do it.
It's true.
Okay then, I'll leave it to you. Thank you. On our big old hoodie.
So then,
Let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing them up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. It tickles. You can't talk right now. We're going to move you to another room. Until we get there, you have to be absolutely silent, okay? Understood. Your command has been implemented. Good. To have him to react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react.
Makoto.
In the secret room, there's a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. There might be a network cable in there, so there might be a network cable in there.
However,
Assuming the mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check for ourselves.
it's true.
Agreed. Let's head to the secret room. It was on the second floor? Yep, I remember.
Hey,
Oh, hey, Makoto.
why?
Are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. I mean, you can go inside if you want. I got a big old headache because of it. Go and check again. What?
Listen to me.
Just hurry up and go and make it sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. Where am I gonna go? Oh, I get it. Oh, she's acting. Okay. She was so forceful, I thought it made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going.
So then,
And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Okay, first we need to find the network cable in the desk drawer. According to Kyoko, there should be a bunch of cables in this drawer. Ooh, found it. There's a network cable. Oh, this is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. Pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. Yeah, I said that right. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked.
Leave it to me.
Just leave the rest to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. So please just wait a little while longer.
I'm gonna
Just hold
do
tight
my
and
best.
put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're going to get out of here. You and the rest of us as friends.
Huh?
Friends, even me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings.
Correct.
I see. Then there's nothing left for us here.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Not Kyoko.
What?
Yes. So we're just gonna split
Why
up?
is that?
Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Or maybe, but isn't that just a little too direct?
Whew.
Should I hesitate and fumble or something? Fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about, like, what are you gonna do about Sakura?
It's true.
Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we
so
if we can find some new clue? That should be an S right there, huh? By clues. That would likely change the situation. That's all we can hope for right now. If we can find some new clues. Yeah. Which is why alter ego.
correct.
All we can do is wait and believe in our friend. You're right. That's our only option. We parted ways and I headed back to my room. I'm kinda tired, so I laid down in bed. Maybe it was because of the stress of moving alter ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. So before long at all, I completely dozed off. Just let me sleep. I just want to sleep. The sharp sound of the doorbell pierced my sleepy haze and pulled me back to the real world. And who is it?
Makoto.
Get out here. Uh-oh. Kyoko, what's going on?
Indeed.
Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room? Okay, let's hurry. Should I talk to her? Sure, why not? Makoto, Kyoko. Hina, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window in the rec room door, and I hurried to look inside. And when I did, Sakura? Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head.
Hey.
What's going on? Did something happen to her?
Huh?
I was walking past, and I happened to notice her through the window. But I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what should we do? What are we gonna do?
Anyway.
First of all, we need to get into that room. But the door's locked, and if we break in, we'll be violating school regulations.
Listen to me.
We're going to force our way in. I just said
Wrong.
the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Then why?
It would seem...
Feels like the door is pressing up against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair?
In other words...
Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then just no problem if we break in?
Indeed.
Let's smash the windows. That should be the fastest way. Okay, I'll go get something to break it with. Wait right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Yeah, sure. Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I mean, sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here, I found a broom in the classroom. Use it.
Makoto.
You can handle this, right, Makoto? Sure. I can break the
Please.
window. Come on, please hurry. Okay, you two stand back. I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could, aiming directly in the window. All it took was one solid hit. The window shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jolting the chair, leaning against the door, jostling. The chair's pretty heavy, but if I can just, I pushed on it with all my strength, and finally the knob turned. Sakura. I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I laid my hand on her, oh, she's dead? All I felt was cold death. I could feel only the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then... oh,
A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. Danganronpa.
Huh?
Well,
Sakura's
yeah, she did.
Sakura's dead?
Probably poisoned.
She's really dead?
I heard Hina talking, but my eyes started steadily forward. Stared. I could only look on at Sakura's dead body. We didn't make it in time. It happened again. Muttering to herself, Kyoko began to gently inspect Sakura's body. I wondered, was she confirming that Sakura really was dead, checking for a pulse or a reaction? Help, Hina. I have to get them. I have to get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room and died. Why? Why did this have to happen? That's all I could say. I repeated it over and over again. I need to examine Sakura's body. I just stood there motionless behind her while she checked Sakura's corpse. Time passed. While I stood there, unable to do a thing in time, time just passed. And after, I don't know how long, I got everyone.
What?
Ogre.
Yes.
So she's dead, huh?
I see.
Sakura's been killed? I see. As soon as they arrived, Kyoko began.
Just a second.
You heard the announcement just now, right? So you know what this means. Sakura was
Interesting.
murdered. And by someone in this very room. Is that what you're going to say?
Huh?
No. Whoever killed her, it's not just someone in this room.
It's your fault!
It's one of you, Hiro Byakuya Toko. One of you killed Sakura.
What?
What?
You're accusing us. You're accusing us before we even begun the investigation. I don't need to investigate anything. Because you hated her. You hated the sight of her.
I won't forgive you.
One of you did it. I know it. You know it?
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Jeez, I didn't know your power level would increase by that much just by getting mad.
What the heck?
What are you doing here?
Come
Isn't it
on!
obvious? I'm here to hand a little murder flyer. I don't. my little foot.
It's the Monokuma file!
Right, it's the Monokuma file.
Yeah.
And don't get so mad, Miss Asahina. Or you're gonna ruin that lewd little face of yours. Now then, with that, hold on. There's something I want to ask you.
Huh?
It was you, wasn't it? You killed Sakura.
Say what?
Sakura wanted to challenge the mastermind to a duel. Maybe you and her fought again, and then...
In other words...
And then I killed her? Sorry, not quite. Actually, not even close. The whole thing is totally irrelevant now. Sakura came to the most regrettable end without even getting the chance to finish things with me.
Phew.
Which, thank God for that. It saved me the trouble of having to go through with our fight, our little fight. Because even for someone like me, it would have been no mean feat to take down a behemoth like that.
Hey,
I gotta tell you, I was actually pretty worried. I mean, she'd violated the rule by attacking me in the first place, but I wasn't able to punish her.
Well done.
So I don't know who it was, but whoever the blackened is this time, I owe you one.
What is this?
You owe them one? Oopsie. Before you get all pissy potty at me, you better figure out who did it first.
Shing!
Cause I mean, your lives are all on the line, right?
What is this?
What the hell? He owes them one?
I won't forgive you.
I hate him. I hate this whole thing. Well, I, for one, am glad it was Sakura. She was working for the mastermind after all. How can you say that now? Sorry, I don't have time for your squabbling. The next game has already begun. If you want to be angry at someone, be angry at whoever killed Sakura.
Anyway,
Right now, our top priority needs to be uncovering Sakura's killer. If we can do that, if we can't do that, we're all dead. Then let's decide who will stand guard this time. It's not gonna be Sakura. I'll do it. Yeah? Okay. Just let me handle it. Besides, I want to be here with Sakura.
That's fine.
Okay, then Hina is guard number 1, but we need one more. Kyoko, that's you.
what?
Me? You're always a thorn in my side. This time just stand by and watch quietly. Consider that an order. An order?
That's fine.
Fine, I'll stay behind. Then it's settled. Let's begin, shall we? Hold on. Before that, there's something I want to say.
What?
Which is... Hiro, Byakuya, Toko, none of you are allowed to step foot in this crime scene.
Huh?
What?
It's your fault!
One of you killed Sakura.
I won't forgive you.
I won't let something like that come anywhere near her. Oh, yeah.
Stop talking.
Don't be stupid. Our lives are in just as much danger as yours. We have every right to investigate. I don't care what you say. I'm not letting the one who killed Sakura anywhere near her. Even if it means I have to use force, you're not getting in here. Well, it appears further discussion would be a waste of time. How about a compromise?
It's all clear now.
I won't ask you to tell... Okay, I won't ask you to let all of us in. Just let me.
What?
You don't really care, do you? You're both useless anyway.
Yep.
Nope, don't really care.
Uh-huh.
I spend my time coming up with another splendid fantasy involving Master anyway. And you, Hero? Do you really object? If you're gonna go that far, what can I do? I mean, I don't have anything to hide, so why should I care?
It's all clear now.
Then it's decided.
What are you saying?
Nothing's decided.
Calm down.
I know how you feel, Hina, but you should agree to this request. But
Hey,
we have to find out who killed Sakura.
correct.
For those of us still alive, and to honor Sakura's memory. Fine, I guess that's okay. No matter what, Byakuya, you absolutely aren't allowed to touch her. naturally. Who would want to touch a filthy dead body?
Listen.
That's enough fighting. We need to focus on the investigation from here on out. Everyone keep this in mind. If we can't uncover Sakura's killer,
Listen to me.
all of us face execution. Find out who killed Sakura. It's not a matter of hoping we can do it. If we want to survive, we have to do it. It's a kind of hopeless hope. We have no choice but to just do it. I better check the Monokuma file before anything else. The victim was Sakura Ogami. The time of death is estimated to be around 12 noon. The body was discovered in the rec room on the 3rd floor of the school. There is evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noticed. However, it seems at some point the victim suffered from violent vomiting of blood. Monokuma file number 4 has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
In that case, this might be a challenge. Why is that?
So...
The only way into the rec room is the door we just came through. And that door had been jammed shut with the chair from inside the rec room. Which means the killer would have had to escape somehow after barring the door. So if the door was blocked from the inside and there was no way in or out till we broke the window, there's like zero escape, right?
In other words,
this is a classic locked room murder. Locked room murder? I guess you might see this and kind of thing a lot in mystery movies or books or whatever. But could it really happen in real life? And right before our very eyes like this?
hey,
Are you curious to hear more about what a locked room murder entails? Sure, if you don't mind.
that's fine.
When you break down this kind of murder mystery, there are 4 basic types. The first type is when the locked room is created after the actual crime is committed. This simply means that the killer commits his crime, then through some special method seals the room. This mainly involves some sort of trick involving the locking of the room. Basic approaches include using a string or a simple mechanism. There are a number of variations. So for that, all we have to do is check the door, see if that's what it was, right?
Correct.
The second type is when the locked room already exists before the crime is committed. Oh?
In other words,
Basically, the killer uses a special contraption or tool from outside to target the victim's inside. He pushes a switch and it fires a handgun to shoot an arrow through a gap in the door. Something like that.
however,
But in this case, that doesn't seem to fit. There are no guns or arrows in the school, and the door doesn't even have a gap that would allow it. Yeah, I think we could probably cross that one off the list.
it's true.
The third type is when the killer stays in the room until it's opened up. What do you mean by that?
In other words,
They stay hidden when the door is open. They use the confusion to blend in with the group. They pretended they showed up alongside with everyone else, and that's that. Sounds like it could have been possible, maybe.
it's true.
And the fourth and finally type is when it wasn't actually a locked room at all. Not a locked room?
In other words,
By that I mean there actually is an alternate escape route somewhere within the room. You see, this is a lot in novels and things, but in reality, it's generally not possible. Then you think we can cross that one off too?
indeed.
I believe so, yes. So when it comes to locked room mysteries, those are the basics. So there are 4 possibilities. Can Kyoko, which of those 4 choices seems most likely in this case?
It's true.
That's a good question. Answering that should be our primary focus during this trial. But right now, I can't really say. I see. The way the killer set up the locked room, until I figure that out, the truth behind Sakura's death will have to stay hidden. It's definitely a tough mystery. I need to concentrate and investigate as much as I can. For Sakura, if nothing else. Okay, so she threw up over there. Looks like somebody was locked in the locker. The locker's open, and there's on the inside, it's a handprint?
Why?
What's a handprint doing here? Looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and then left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh too. I'd say someone was hiding here in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in here until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group?
Wrong.
Fortunately, that's not a possibility. Why not?
Hey,
Think back. Before we opened the door, we looked inside the room, right? Oh yeah, and the locker was already open at that point.
indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. Yeah, so then, what does this handprint mean? Locker handprint has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. The glass on the floor. There are shards of glass shattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. The glass is all red, and there on the top and the bottom section of the bottle, right? So this must have originally been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. There's something else on the ground near the glass. To figure, it fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure? Figure on the floor has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Why is her legs crossed? She doesn't seem like someone would do that. Oh no, they're not. And she had a smile on her face too. This looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Do you recognize it, Hina?
Well...
I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Sakura got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave that candy to Sakura. I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else could get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted Sakura to get a chance to try one of them for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now, they lost all their flavor. Hina. Polka dot candy wrapper has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so... Before I started theory, there are 4 red bottles lined up on the shelf. It's exactly the same. And inside each bottle, there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is, how did they get those figures inside the bottle?
So...
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle. Huh? You know, where the bottle opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. You've never seen that? Oh yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that. A Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things little by little. The Monokuma bottle is sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass which possibly started out as a bottle. which would mean Sakura must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? You start your class on the Monokuma figure that are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say the Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Blood on floor. There's a blood stain from the magazine shelf. Must have come from Sakura, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine shelf bloodstain has been added to the truth blood section of your handbook. Might as well. Same shelf full of magazines, okay? There's all different kinds of magazines here. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Ooh. Okay. So it's the protein that she ate. That's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance room.
So...
It's like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. And she mentioned more than once how protein was good for all sorts of ailments.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I don't know. Still, this protein can. It's got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me. Sakura mentioned how the Chem Lab had all kinds of health stuff. So she must have gotten this from the Chem Lab.
Just a second.
But that's strange. How is that? What is?
Hey.
You see that scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. They must be part of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. I feel like it'll become an important clue later on. An important clue. I'm not sure I see how. Empty protein drink has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. What about the chair that was blocking it? The chair was shoved up against the doorknob, so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence that kind of string or mechanism was used on the chair. So in other words, there's no reason to think the chair had anything special done to it. Sure, check the door. The door is the only way in or out of the rec room. The door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that the mounting have been tampered with. The only notable change in the door is the smashed window, which happened, of course, when I broke to get inside. There's no evidence of any kind of string or mechanism was used on the door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Having examining both the door and the chair, there's no doubt the reason the door didn't open was simply because the chair was shoved up against it. This kept the doorknob from turning and left the door from opening. This kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. Okay. And there was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. So the killer must have created the locked door from the inside, not from the outside. Rec room door has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay. Oh, the chair she sit on? Sure. Oh, it's magazines. Okay, the only thing is Sakura herself. Sakura drew her last breath sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head Sakura suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that that's what killed her. But according to the Monokuma file, she had also vomited blood. I could see the trace of blood on her lips for sure. So what would have caused her to vomit blood? The Monokuma file specifically said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of Sakura's body has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Maybe her getting hit in the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood? Not a chance. Why am I talking out loud? Byakuya.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting, don't you agree? No, I don't think I called it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The reason Sakura vomited absolutely had to be connected to why she died. She was poisoned. Let me go. Okay, so wrapper, Sakura, bottle, glass, handprint, blood. So all there's left is to talk to Kyoko and Byakuya, I guess.
However,
But for Sakura to have been killed, yeah, she's not the type who would go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wonder, did someone get the upper hand? It must have taken her by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly, they would have need to if they expected to stand a chance against her. Okay. But why was it barred? So maybe she came in, tried to enjoy her protein shake, some candy. Whoever came out, busted out the locker, smacked her in the back of the head. They probably poisoned her protein drink or the candy. Poisoned her, so maybe probably that's why she vomited blood. That's the only thing I could think of. Unless she was super beat up with their fight, but I don't know.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. Go away. Alright, cool. He's not even trying to hide how much he despises me. I'd better go before he crushes my soul completely.
What the heck?
We already know who did it.
I won't forgive
Byakuya,
you.
Toko, or Hiro. It had to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Oh, well. I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sakura asked all three of them to meet with her. You know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, Sakura and I both left together, right? Well, eventually, she went off on her own. When I saw her again, after that, she told me. She said she left a note for each of them. She had asked them to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon, the Monokuma file said she died right at around noon. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from Sakura herself. And I tried to stop her. But she wouldn't listen. She said no, not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. And this is what happened. If I'd stopped her by force, then this never would have happened. It's impossible not to have regrets, I know. Always account. I can never say that. Has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. But the fact that she had asked those three to meet with her. She asked them to come to the rec room by noon, same place and time. Oh, same time and place. Why did I mix those up? She ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them directly. Hey, Byakuya. Are you here?
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that Sakura asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. Then it's true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go to see her? Go see her. Of course not. I ripped that note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't seen Sakura today at all. Byakuya says he didn't go to see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I had no chance but to accept it as fact.
Come on.
If you're all finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Okay, thanks. Byakuya's account has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Listen.
Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Sure. Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then
Then you should probably go talk with people now. Go talk with people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
listen to me.
Which is why I've decided you'll go in my place. She's decided. She's gotten a lot more pushy since we had our issue. But she's right. I do have to go talk to the others. Sakura wanted to meet with 2 other people. I need to hear what they have to say. I'm gonna go to the Kim lab. I guess I have to talk to them. Where are they? Are they outside? Probably. Tell me where they are. Gerald, Eve. Okay. Well, the other 2 went back to the rooms. Those other. Sure. I press the doorbell. And after a few seconds,
Who's there?
and the most negative aura I ever felt. An aura of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
Oops. She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slithered out into the hall.
What do you want?
He said he wanted to talk to me about something. I wanted you to talk about the fact that Sakura had asked to meet with you. Uh-oh.
Well,
I don't know what you're talking about. Becca already told me she had asked to meet with him. She wanted to meet with Master too. I just said two, didn't I? Yup. Guess now it's totally obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared. So I couldn't bring myself to go. Toko claims she didn't go see her, but can I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as fact. Is that good enough? Then I'll go back to my room. With that, Toko quickly retreated into her room. Toko's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Hero. Press the doorbell. After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Do you need something? Yes, actually. I just wanted to check something. It's about how Sakura wanted to meet with you.
What?
How'd you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Ogre told me herself that she asked Byakuya and Toko to come too. When did Sakura tell you that?
What?
Well, she asked me to meet with her, of course. But didn't she write you a note? Yeah, no,
How about that?
she gave it to me in person. She happened to mention the others, like, in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went to meet with Sakura?
You got it all wrong.
No way, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogre was when Hina got hurt, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at
I
me.
haven't seen her since then. While I'm here, could you show me the note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. He was feeling around in his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, it looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hand back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter to the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Ooh.
Huh?
Uh-oh.
What?
Quick as the wind, Hiro snatched it back up again. And he shoved it back into his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, just a bit of trash I forgot to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Ogre asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So if you excuse me. Before waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that that's all there was to it. Pocket trash has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Okay, so I've heard from Toko and Hiro. What next? I'll definitely have to look at the actual crime scene again, but on top of that, maybe I should go find out more about the protein can that we found on the floor in the rec room. I'm sure that we must have come from the chem lab. What did I say, rec room? So, where should I start? Let's go. Again, sweet. Okay. Oh man. I wonder how many floors this room is.
What?
And he's already here. Makoto, do you have your eye on the chem lab too? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you meant to say, yes sir, I understand. Well, there's poison on the floor. That's for sure. This is my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it was. I should probably take a closer look at it. Looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly right now, what's that powder that had been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. It's poison. There's a broken bottle on the floor of the shelf. This is where all the powder came from. It looks like the bottle had a label on it. Chem C4. Would you like to hear something interesting? I was on the 4th floor this morning, checking things out. And at that point, this room wasn't like this. Then this powder must have been spilled.
So, in other words,
That's right. It could have only been around the time of the incident. That really is when it happened. It must be related to the case somehow. Source of the powder had been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That and some footprints. Those are footprints. These are footprints. And they're only in front of the left shelf. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We need to sketch out the floor plan. We, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. With an insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and a pen.
what?
Well, let's go. Chop, chop. Okay. So I got to work, and before long I drew up a sketch of the room. So how's this? Not bad for you, I mean. For me.
I see.
So, when you look at it like this, interesting. It would happen that whoever left the footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight for the shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be
It's certainly
Makoto.
possible.
Are they yours? No.
What?
Okay then, let me see your shoes. And I'll confirm their size for myself. I couldn't think of a reason not to, so I calmly did what Byakuya said. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Unfortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. Unfortunately. But with how clear these footprints are, it should be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. Then these footprints really are a valuable clue. What? In the middle? There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor, but I'd better not leave a footprint. I should probably take a good, hard look at the powder. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor in front of the shelf. And there's also the remains of a broken bottle. It looks like the bottle is labeled Chem C4. Also, it looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the footprints, whoever it was only went to the left side of the shelf. According to Byakuya, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints in the powder have been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Let's see, what's on this shelf? All kinds of dietary supplements and different medicines. The protein drink we found in the rec room probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf were labeled with the letter A and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section A. But wait. There's one bottle there that's labeled Chem C9. Could someone have put it there on accident? No. Yeah, sure, I'll check out B2. So on this shelf looks like a bunch of chemicals that I have no idea what they are. They're reagents, but put simply, they're used in experiments to bring about a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such an ignorance for so long? It must truly be bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh?
What?
What, you think studying science and mathematics has no practical application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. I didn't even say that. Anyway, that doesn't matter right now. I have to focus on the shelf. I need to focus on the shelf. All the containers in the shelf are labeled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit section B. I don't see anything out of the ordinary here. In which case I don't have I don't think I have to worry too much about this shelf. On this shelf is one look and I could tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. It looks like poisons and other powerful chemicals. All the containers in this shelf are labeled with the letter C and a number. So I guess I can consider this part of the shelving unit, section C. I should try to find out more about the shelving unit. It looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has a dietary supplement. Section B has regions. Section C has lethal chemicals. Sakura must have gotten the protein powder from Section A. But what concerns me is that in Section A, there's a bottle that's labeled from Section C. What was a bottle of poison in Section C doing in Section A? There's definitely something going on here. Chem lab shelf has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Okay. What is it? That's what it was, because I was stuck in that. There we go. Okay.
Hey.
Koto, how's your investigation going? I told Kyoko that Toko and Hiro had told me.
I see.
So along with Byakura, they're both claiming they didn't go to see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone's lying.
Anyway.
Well, I've made some progress on my own. Sakura's body, the shelf magazines, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look them over one more time. Okay. Magazines. Kyoko said the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some kind. Clue. This magazine is upside down. Did someone put it back that way on accident? Miss Muscle.
Hey.
If something catches your eye, it's important for you to explore in detail, don't you think? Yeah, you're right. I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold, bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Kyoko, is this?
So...
It's indeed a dying message. Someone used their fingers to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it back upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly how I found it for the benefit of the other who might come looking. Hey, is that... It says Toko, right? Yeah, looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Well, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive you.
It's settled. She's the killer. She's the killer for sure. That's conclusive evidence, right? We can use it to corner the killer. You can see why you would think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it would make me that much more suspicious. Magazine dying message has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Does she have blood on her fingers? According to Kyoko, there's something had to be discovered from Sakura's body.
Just a second.
Just starting off in space isn't just staring off into space and going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might need to actually examine the body?
Whew.
There's no going around it. Unlike me, Kyoko didn't recoil at the thought of touching a dead body. She was completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I've grown perversely used to. Although, there are still some times I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
That's totally normal. And then how can you?
So...
I imagine it's because I had had plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, look here. Her shoe?
Correct.
You see the yellow powder on her instep? Yeah, it really stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
Next is the wound in her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even telling you that is incredibly difficult to spot. So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead she relieved 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? There's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both of her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I've learned from examining her body in detail. Kyoko's examination summary has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Kyoko could have pulled that off. Okay, blood, body, bottle. There are shards of glass scattered all around the chair Sakura was sitting on. Oh, maybe the other bottle. Okay, the glass is all red. All these are, and these are the top and bottom section of a bottle, right? So there must have originally been a bottle, and on top of that, near the glass, a figure. It's a Monokuma figurine. That fits in the palm of my hand. Okay, guess I have to look at this thing again. There's some kind of plastic container rolling around near the entrance of the room.
So...
Looks like a protein drink, and it's empty. Sakura must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein. But still, this protein can. It got the label on it that says Chem A2. She must have gotten it from the chem lab.
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass have been part of the window I broke to get inside. They must be part of it.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can, they're also underneath it. What does that mean? Why does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure yet, but you're probably going to want to take note of it. Yeah, you already told me this. I feel like it would become an important clue later on. Is that it? I guess I'll talk to Kyoko?
Hey.
Sakura's body, the shelf magazine, and the Monokuma bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You look... What? Yeah, what? Yeah, the magazine.
Hey.
Sakura's body, shelf magazine, Monokuma... Oh, okay. Okay. I think Yoko said she'd found a new clue involving the Monokuma bottles. There should be 2 of them. Something new.
Hey.
Did you figure it out? Nope. There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention, and you're sure to find it. A correlation. Oh, pawn, rook, something, bishop, something, king. Missing the knight and the queen. Hey Kyoko, can't you just tell me what it is?
So,
I don't mind guiding you towards the clues, but giving you the conclusion isn't a good idea. My conclusion. Each person needs to come up with their own conclusion so that everyone can have confidence in the outcome. And it's not just because you don't trust me, right? No answer. I do trust you to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. Monokuma bottle has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
hey,
Actually, there's one more thing about the Monokuma bottles that's bothering me. I'd like to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, right? Experiment?
anyway,
Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottles? Try to get the smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
that doesn't matter.
We've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that obnoxious Byakuya is not here, so...
So then,
Anyway, I need to get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to gather up all the glass. With that, Kyoko left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I'd better just do it. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work, collecting all the broken bottle pieces. And just as I finished up, sorry to keep you waiting.
so then,
So everything ready? Then let's get to work. So what kind of experiment are we doing?
in other words,
I got a scale from the chem lab. We're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? The glass and the bottle. The pieces of glass you collected in one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. What do you want to do with that? Why do you want to do that? That's the point of the experiment. It'll make sense when we're all done.
listen,
First thing to compare the weight of the two of the normal Monokuma bottles. It's balanced.
in other words,
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same. Which makes sense. The Monokuma figure inside are basically the same, and nothing else could really affect the weight.
so then,
Now here comes the important part. Put all the pieces you picked up on the side of the scale. Now what might we expect to see? Well, a normal assumption would be either they'll balance out or the pieces I collected will be lighter. I did my best to gather them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
so then,
Okay, then let's give it a try. Yep, because there's two bottles. See, there's the knight. They're missing the queen. The broken pieces are heavier? How's that possible?
I knew it.
Just as I thought. What?
In other words,
The result of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles puts it all together.
hey,
And I believe you will arrive at that one very persuasive conclusion. So what do you think? It's all on you? Monokuma bottle experiment has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Whoops! You caught me sleeping. Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
It's already time, but the mystery of the locked door is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens will have to happen at the class trial. No matter what, not whatever happens, I have to make something happen. Okay, so we made it to the class trial. And save and end the stream here. I mean, the only theories I have are that she went to go get a protein shake. Someone poisoned the shake. She drank the shake. Then either Toko, Hiro, or Byakuya hid in the locker, came out, hit her with two glass bottles in the back of the head. Or maybe she threw up. She sat down, then got hit. Then they went back and wrote down the name of Toko in the magazine. Then left. But I don't know about the bar door thing. Cause it looked like she was walking over the poison whenever she went to go get the shake, so I don't know. That's all I got so far. Other than that, thank you for watching. I'll be back sometime during the week, tomorrow or the next day. Yeah, thank you for watching. Marty, and you know, if you like it, follow for more. Most of the time, I will stream Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, and some days in between, and we'll see. Did I do it right? No, I didn't.